Hello and welcome to Binge Watching. My name is Martin. And today I would like to talk about the cult movies with Indiana Jones made by Steven Spielberg, starring Harrison Ford as archaeology professor Indiana Jones, who is a specialist in recovering forgotten treasures, which takes him all over the world, mostly into dark tombs filled with deadly traps and under the watchful eye of savage natives. So over the years, the first movie was released in 1981. We all waited impatiently for new indie adventures. And while we waited, and after the first 3 movies in the 80s, nothing came. We had to look around and ask ourselves, is there anything like this? So let me start my recommendations with a compilation of 3 movies: The Mummy, The Mummy Returns, and The Mummy: Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, and Arnold Vosloo as Imhotep, or The Mummy. It's full of action and a lot of humor, and not overloaded with horror, so you can watch it with the whole family. But let's get to the story. Imhotep makes out with the pharaoh's wife, so he and his followers are executed and cursed. Around 1920, the American Rick O'Connell fights in the French Foreign Legion and discovers the ruins of the tomb of Imhotep, is arrested and freed by an archaeologist and her brother. So he leads them to the tomb, and here the bad luck takes over because they awaken the mummy of Imhotep, because they read aloud from the Book of the Dead. Well, and some other guys wake up too, and well, an evil lady. I think you get the idea. If you want to know more, watch The Mummy. Over the years it became cult, and it is Brendan Fraser's best work, well, in my opinion. So let's get to the second recommendation, and those are the movies Romancing the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile, with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner, both absolutely on top of their game. Let me give you a little bit of the story, a little glimpse. Author Joan Wilder, played by Kathleen Turner, receives a letter from her brother-in-law, and in that letter is a treasure map. And suddenly she gets a phone call from some kidnappers who have kidnapped her sister and want the treasure map. So she travels to Colombia, where she meets adventurer Jack T. Colton, played by Michael Douglas, whom she hires to help and guide her. And this is where the adventure takes off, and they both go on a crazy hunt. It's very funny with lots of action, so watch it, it's great. So now you have 5 movies that can compete with Indiana Jones. That should be enough adventure for a while. If you still can't get enough, then check out the 2020 movie Dolittle, starring Robert Downey Jr., who played the Iron Man. So, okay, that should do it. Have fun. And if you know a movie like Indiana Jones, write it down in the comments. I will definitely watch it. Give me a like, that would be very nice. And don't forget to subscribe, that would be very helpful. And always remember, if you find an old book called The Book of the Dead, or an old map with a cross in the middle of a rainforest, then think twice before you act like a fool. before you read strange words aloud, or before you travel to the end of the world and end up as a shrunken head. Thanks for watching and all the best. See you soon here at Binge Watching.